Eita MGB eita. Eita MGB eita. Halala MGB halala. Halala MGB halala. Phambili MGB phambili. Thank you very much. I needed to start that way. Thank you, program directors. Let me start by acknowledging the acting premier, who's our MEC, and acknowledge the leadership of the provincial government that is here today. Acknowledge the executive mayor of the Vembe district municipality and all councillors that are with us here today. Acknowledge Kosikulu and all the chiefs that are with us here today. Most importantly, acknowledge the family of Makwapeni, our father, a visionary that today we're here to honor and celebrate. Acknowledge all the honored guests that are with us here today, Dr. Maswanganye, and all the important guests that are with us here today. My name is Sifiso Mtsweni. I'm the Executive Chairperson of the National Youth Development Agency. And as you can see, Program Director, I'm very short, so I'm not gonna be long. I'll stick to my height. A few years ago, during the rise of the civil rights movement in the United States of America, a visionary by the name of Dr. Martin Luther King, who inspired that particular revolution, took a podium and said, "I have a dream." And he had a dream that inspired those black people in the United States to believe, rise, and realize their own self-righteousness. A few decades later, Dr. Martin Luther's dream became true when a son of the African soil, President Barack Obama, took the podium and became the very first black American president. In 1944, a group of young South Africans met on the 10th of September and declared that the apartheid system would one day fall and black people will realize their righteousness in this country. And 50 years later, President Nelson Mandela took a podium in a free and a democratic South Africa and became the very first black president of this country. I'm starting this because when we talk about a dream, when we talk about a vision, we don't talk about something that can happen tomorrow. We talk about something that starts as a dream, that culminates into a vision, and that ultimately becomes a reality. A few years ago, Mr. Makwabeni, I was in this very place when your son got married, Libuane. I was sitting here, and immediately after the wedding, we went to an open field. And when we were sitting in that open field, Libuane told me that one day in this open field will stand a hotel. Today I'm here. It was once said, Dr. Maswanganye, that as people, we are going to dream anyway. When you go to bed at night, you dream anyway. Now, don't waste that dream. If you are going to dream anyway, make sure that that dream is a very big dream. Because why waste a dream and dream about small things? I think today is a demonstration of dreaming and realizing that particular dream. And we want to say, as young people of this country, that Mr. Makwapeni, we are very inspired, we are very proud what you have done here today. We don't want to see it end up here in Venda. This must be the beginning. What we see here outside, we want to see it in Pretoria, we want to see it in Johannesburg, we want to see it in Cape Town. We are sick and tired in sleeping in Protea Hotel, who are sick and tired in sleeping in Southern Sun. When we go to Cape Town, we want to sleep in MGB. When we go to Johannesburg, we want to sleep in MGB. Because this country for far too long has allowed an environment where hotels must purely be those that are owned by white males. That hotels in this country must purely be for those who have got super monies that were ill-gotten. Today, we're here to say that the situation will change, and indeed one day MGB will be a hotel for the rest of this country. And we also want to say our country continues to face a lot of challenges. One of the biggest challenges that face our country is youth unemployment. Today, you are here, Mr. Makwabeni, to change the situation of young people in this particular place. Because through that hotel, many families here in Venda have got new breadwinners. Many families here in Venda will go to bed no longer poor families, but families that will have new providers because of you. And because of that, we want to salute you. We want to thank you. We want to say to you, soldier on. But lastly, as I sit down and conclude, one of the values that we're learning out of this experience is that the time has come for us as black families to stop sending our children to school in order for those children to go and make other families rich. The time has come for us as black people to send our kids to school so that our kids come back and contribute to the betterment of our own families. And Mr. Makwabeni is a perfect example of sending his kids to school so that his kids come back and build the empire for this particular family. And for us, that must be an inspiration that must take us forward. And we want to say all the best. This is a beautiful day, and we look forward to going to the rooftop and engaging in the bar there upstairs. Thank you very much.
TM Global Media, going beyond borders.